The other verses I was going to share, or one verse was in Deuteronomy 26. I've been reading it the last day or so, and it was referred to from Brandon on Last Day's channel, a watchman for the Lord, a true watchman. Okay, I know being Easter, people dwell on the cross and everything. And the reason I'm sharing this passage, it struck me because it gives a template and specifics, more so the warning of following God with all our hearts, obeying Him, because there are parts we don't want to obey in the Word. We want to do things on our own terms. That's just human nature. What I'm saying is, in this Deuteronomy 26, go through it. It talks about prosperity, fruit. It talks about health. I mean, even great health. You're going to age a lot better because the word is life. Okay. Who is it? Kevin Zadai was saying that you look at these witches and people in Satanism, they're going to age a lot faster. You don't want that, do you? Nah. In our day and time where anti-aging is such a big deal, especially in the beauty industry. God forbid if you have wrinkles or gray hair, or look your age. But take a look at Deuteronomy 26. Take a look at it because, there's so much prosperity in it. However, there's a huge warning when we don't obey. I mean, we think of Jesus as a lamb. Everything is like gummy bear, and you could do no wrong. Some people just think Jesus is always going to be there. The mercies is unlimited, which it is. However, Jesus has his wrath. He warns us. He does his justice on earth. And it was scary. It was scary reading the passage because this is where Jesus lets people implode, or God implodes people from diseases, curses. If you don't follow him, like you're gossiping, you're telling people bad about them, you're foul-mouthing them, you're saying horrible lies to them, even lying in your life, which our society lies. I mean, I've lied before. I'm human, and when I've admitted it. It's usually been usually for a reason, so that with an outcome, but really we shouldn't lie. Okay, and it's not a habit of mine, but sometimes it's been, I want to say causal for the good of someone else, or so I thought. Just like you, I've repented. So what I'm saying is, with these curses, it talks about skin diseases, it talks about how God will just actually let these curses happen to people when they don't obey him fully. I think it's different when we strive. We say, okay, God, I admit I did wrong. Help me to get back on path. Help me to do the right thing. But especially when we're blatant about it and being rebellious, saying, I want to do my own thing. No, I don't need God, edging God out. That is a very dangerous position to be in. Is where your heart is so cold. And God does and has turned people's hearts cold. There's passages on that. There are. And there's a passage, I believe, I'm not finding it right now, but I've read it. I'm thinking it's in Psalms. It's somewhere where God uses people as pawns. Like, their purpose is not necessarily to live and be with him. It's where they're used for the good of someone else. Okay? And it could be because of this very fact that those who are disobedient and do not Those who are disobedient and do not want any part with the Lord, especially, that those are the types that God does not keep. What I'm saying is this is a very dangerous place to be in, where you don't want God in your life. You don't want any part of Him to help you, to love you, or you're rejecting His love, His help. You're rejecting that when God sends people your way to warn you, to have a word with you, advice, and it's straight from God and the Holy Spirit. I don't want that. I don't want to be in a danger zone like that. I'd rather sacrifice now and be right with God than to be in that placement where He's going to destroy my life, basically. And it says in Deuteronomy 26, He will destroy the person. And it could be from the inside out, I don't know, but you'll see the passage, and God means business. This is a part that many people don't talk about. They don't talk about the benefits of following God. I mean, yes, we have all those benefits: love, joy, peace, goodness, kindness, grace, prosperity, good standing with people. Sometimes that's not always the case, because people hate on us because we love God and we carry His Spirit. So go back and read Deuteronomy 26.